Falling apart isn't because you're ignoring the bad, but because you're ignoring the good. We've all been trained to spot red flags, scrolling through endless lists of toxic traits, memorizing what to avoid. But here's the truth. If all you ever look for are signs of danger, you'll never feel safe enough to build something lasting. Today, I'm going to open your eyes to the subtle, often overlooked green flags. The small, quiet signs that you found something real. And by the time we're done, you'll not only recognize them, you'll know how to hold on to them. Let's start with a confession. I used to be obsessed with red flags. I mean, how could I not be? Every dating advice video, every Instagram post, every story from my friends, it was all about avoiding heartbreak. And don't get me wrong, being aware is important, but somewhere along the way, I realized that I was living like a security guard at the gate of my heart, scanning every move, waiting for a problem. And here's the thing about constantly looking for danger. You start to imagine it even when it's not there. So in this video, we're flipping the script. I'm not going to tell you how to avoid toxic people. I'm going to show you how to find the kind of love that makes you exhale. The kind where you feel safe enough to grow, to dream, and to just be. And if you've been feeling like love always comes with drama, or that peace is too good to be true, this might be the most important conversation we've had. Humans are wired for survival. Our brains are built to scan for threats. It's an evolutionary thing. Back in the day, it kept us alive. In relationships, though, this survival wiring can keep us stuck in fear. Think about it. You're on a first date. The person across from you is kind, attentive, and present. But instead of enjoying the moment, you're busy analyzing, did they just check their phone? Is that a sign they're not into me? They didn't laugh at my joke. Maybe they're bored. Before you know it, you've convinced yourself something's wrong. Here's a story. I once knew someone, let's call her Maya. Maya had been through 2 bad breakups, the kind that leave you checking the walls for cracks. She started dating someone new, Daniel, and he was everything she'd said she wanted. But instead of enjoying him, she kept waiting for him to mess up. If he was quiet one night, she'd assume he was pulling away. If he hung out with his friends, she thought he was hiding something. And you know what? Eventually, Daniel did pull away, not because he was guilty of anything, but because he felt like he could never be trusted. The truth is, when all you focus on is spotting red flags, you create an environment where love can't breathe. And the sad part, sometimes you walk away from something great, thinking it was dangerous, when in reality, it was safe all along. So here's my first question for you. How many people have you pushed away, not because they failed you, but because you were too busy expecting them to? Let's talk about the green flags most people miss. They're not grand gestures, expensive gifts, or poetic speeches. The real green flags? They're quiet, almost invisible if you're not paying attention. 1. They listen without waiting to talk. You know those conversations where someone's eyes dart away? Or they're just waiting for you to finish so they can say their part? That's not it. A real green flag is when someone is fully present with you. No phone in their hand, no fake nods. Just listening because they want to understand you. I remember once during a coffee date, I told someone a silly story about my childhood. Weeks later, they remembered a tiny detail I'd mentioned, the name of my old dog. That might sound small, but it told me they valued me, not just the conversation. 2, they celebrate your small wins. It's easy for someone to show up when you get the promotion or when something huge happens. But a green flag is when they're just as excited that you finally fixed the leaky sink or that you made a new recipe work. 3, they're curious about your world. Even if they don't share your passions, they make an effort to understand them. If you love photography, they'll ask to see your favorite shots. If you're into gardening, they'll listen when you talk about soil. Why? Because they're not just interested in you, they're invested in your joy. And here's something powerful. These small, consistent actions are how trust is built. Not in grand, movie-like moments, but in the tiny, repeatable ways they choose to show up for you. And in a minute, I'm going to tell you about the green flag that most people completely misread as a bad sign. and how that mistake costs them healthy love. Here it is, one of the most misunderstood signs of a healthy relationship: healthy boundaries. Too many people see space as rejection. They think if they really cared, they'd want to be with me 24/7. But here's the truth: love without space becomes suffocation. A partner who encourages you to have your own friends, hobbies, and dreams isn't pulling away. They're showing deep respect for your autonomy. This is the person who says, go take that weekend trip with your friends. Not because they don't want you around, but because they trust you and they want you to have a life that's full, not just full of them. Another part of this green flag: healthy conflict resolution. Instead of exploding, stonewalling, or walking away, they're willing to sit down and talk it out. No silent treatment, no scoreboard of past mistakes. Just two people on the same team, trying to solve the same problem. Let me tell you, this is rarer than it should be, and when you find it, hold on to it. So why do so many of us miss these signs? 1. Trauma conditioning. If you've been in a toxic relationship, consistent kindness can feel suspicious. You might think it's only a matter of time before they show their true colors, and so you keep your guard up, waiting for the hurt. 2. Social media culture. We're drowning in relationship drama online, and drama gets views, stability doesn't. We start thinking love should feel like fireworks every day, forgetting that real love feels more like a warm, steady fire. 3. We mistake chaos for passion. Some people think if it's not intense, it's not real. But here's the truth: chaos drains you, peace sustains you. If you've been living in constant emotional turbulence, stability will feel unfamiliar. But unfamiliar doesn't mean unworthy. Now let's talk about how to actually start noticing and nurturing these green flags. Step 1. Practice mindful observation. Instead of walking into a date thinking, what could go wrong? Ask, what's going right here? Step 2. Journal the good. At the end of each day, write down one moment where you felt supported, valued, or seen. It could be a text that made you smile, a door held open, or a conversation where you felt heard. Step 3. Shift your story. Instead of saying good things don't last, say good things deserve to be nurtured. Step 4. Model the green flags you want. Be the listener. Celebrate someone else's win. Respect their space. Love is a mirror. Often what you give out is what you'll attract back. Here's the truth: red flags keep us safe, but green flags help us grow. And until you learn to recognize them, you'll keep walking away from the very love you've been searching for. So my challenge to you? For the next week, shift your attention. Don't just watch for the bad. Notice the good. See how it changes the way you connect. Now I want to hear from you. Drop a comment and tell me one green flag you've experienced that made you feel truly loved. And if this conversation opened your eyes, hit that subscribe button, because we're just getting started. Your next relationship might just be the healthiest one yet.